Hello, I am Ezekiel Zeke Bambolo Jr., a speaker and also the author of the book, The Firstborn Son, A Curse, a Gift, or a Calling. And this is my video blog series in support of the book. The book can be found at any of your retailers out there in both your traditional format, paperback, as well as your ebook formats, Kindle, Nook. Today I want to talk to you briefly about restoring confidence after a horrible failure. And I want to talk to you from the person of a parent as well as a child facing this situation. As a parent, there's a place of complete disappointment when you feel you've raised your child right, yet you're faced with this situation. This humiliation that is hard to face in these situations. There's a feeling of hopelessness that you have not done all you could have done. As a child, you know and you feel you've blown it. Where you may be sitting today as I speak to you in a jail, but who knows? Most likely and most certainly, you are facing the consequences of your choices and your actions. And that is a hard and a tough place to be. I was born in Liberia, West Africa. I was also raised by my parents on an institution, a private boarding institution, a very prestigious institution. My father was one of the top administrators at that school. My mother was also a tenured teacher. Both served for almost close to 30 years. The picture you're looking at right now is of that campus. Yes, it is my high school basketball team, and yours truly is standing fourth from the left. More importantly, however, I want you to take a very close look at the background of this picture, as far as the eyes can see. I told my dad one morning, summer morning, vacation, bored, not a whole lot to do, Dad, I'm going to make me a garden today. And I'm going to set fire to this particular area right here behind our home. And I'm going to make me a garden. My dad informed me, no son, do not start a fire. Get the tools, go out there, cut the grass, do what you need to do. But son, do not start a fire. Warned me. And then he took off to the city for a very important diplomatic meeting. Well, long story short, when my dad returned from the meeting, as far as his eyes could see, and as far as your eyes can see in that picture, was completely black, burnt, and charred. You see, the summer months in Liberia, in Monroe, in Liberia, West Africa, produce great heat that the grass is already burnt and baked, and fire and wind dominated me and my desire that day. Well, my dad comes back and he is absolutely disappointed. My parents, first of all, have to face their peers as administrators to explain what I have just done, which was almost burnt down not only the grass, very important buildings close by. The administrative building and the most important building on the whole campus was where the fire started. The clinic, dormitories, the cafeteria, and even a little building that housed the water system for the whole entire campus was at risk. It took up to 40 or 50 individuals with machinery as well to help put that fire out. Complete and utter reminder. Every day they woke up to see the damage I had done. Obviously, burnt grass does not go away the next day. And this feeling of hopelessness that we have done everything we can to raise our child to be responsible, especially for me as the firstborn son of my family. You see, yes, I had to face the consequences from a child's perspective. For me that day was a good tongue lashing and a good belt lashing. Also, I had to deal with the failure and let down. Remember, my parents were raising me as the firstborn son of my family with maturity and responsibility at every step of the way to understand and someday take responsibility for my family. And I showed a great lack of maturity and responsibility by my actions. Now, had I lived in America, I don't dispute the fact that that might have even been some kind of legal charge, misdemeanor, negligence, whatever the case. Would have been something grave. But you know something? What I remember most, belt lashing, everything, what I remember most from that whole incident was my dad's last words to me at the end of that discussion. He said, "Son, your mom and I have done everything we can to teach you to be our firstborn son and live a very mature, responsible life. And if this is how you're going to behave, I'll tell you what, this today is the last time I will ever spank you. Your choices now are all yours. You have to personify what we've taught you." Of all that happened, that stuck to me most to this day vividly. Now, there may be a question of the foundation and the ideology you've instilled in your child as a parent, or you've received from your parents as a child. And I want to encourage you that it's never too late to reframe the thinking if you feel you haven't done a good job or are not sure where to even start. Opportunities exist out there to not only gain, but regain that confidence should you feel you are not or you have not been adequate in meeting this task. Visit my website, www.thefirstbornson.com. Or get the book. There are many great stories, including this one, that I use to exemplify, not just for firstborn sons. Do not let the title of the book fool you, because it talks about family in general, siblings, and other authority figures that come into the life of a child. Do not stop now. Do not stop now. The first lesson I want to leave with you is perseverance. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Train up a child in the way he or she should go, and when he is old, he will not depart." Persevere in what you are doing. 2, take ownership. Internalize. Master what you desire to teach your child, or master as a child what you desire to display with regards to your maturity and your responsibility as a person. And exemplify that. Thirdly, exemplify that daily. Go out there, let it not just be words, let it not just be theories. Exemplify what you truly seek to you desire to teach, or you desire to live and be an example out there. I hope you have taken some encouragement and some good hope from this short dialogue. And I want you to feel free, as some takeaway action steps also, share this video with someone that you think needs to what? Sit down, maybe as a parent or as a child. Invite your parent and vice versa. Sit down and watch this together and think about some things to make those changes. Most importantly, help me to prepare my next video if you would. Let me know in the comment sections below this video if you're watching on YouTube or any other medium. Let me know. What do you want me to discuss? What do you want to hear of next? Is there a particular subject matter? I would love to know. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you in my next video blog series.